Hey, so I've ranked all of the Sonic characters and all of the Zelda games, and so I've been asked by a few people now that I should rank all of the Sonic games. And I agree, I should. I don't know why I haven't done that since doing all these tier lists. And yeah, this tier list here, see, it was created on Tiermaker by Studio Spin Dash, so thank you for making that. And yeah, it pretty much covers all of the mainline Sonic games, so it doesn't have like Sonic R or Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, none of the spin-offs. Which, yeah, all of the mainline Sonic games, the platformers, that's what I want to cover here. And as always, this is just my opinion. Please don't take it too seriously if you disagree with some of this, and I don't know, I don't think my opinions are going to be too contentious this time, but it very much depends on where your preferences in the series lie. And there are a few I'm sure it's going to raise some eyebrows. But as always, there is no right or wrong when it comes to opinions. It just is what it is. So if you want to hear the opinions of some weirdo who wears a stack of hats on his head talk about Sonic games, here we go. Starting with Sonic 1. This is going in B tier. You know, it started it all. It just set the stage for Sonic, and it's still a really good game overall. And, you know, Green Hill Zone is still a great zone, but yeah, it's rough around the edges. Once you get to like Labyrinth Zone and stuff, the level design becomes less Sonic-y, and it becomes much more slow, which isn't what Sonic's about. But you know, the core foundation is there, and overall it's still good. Just, you know, a little rough around the edges. B tier. Sonic 2. Oh man, talk about a glow up. Definitely S tier. Like no questions. Wow, they did everything so much better. The level design, the music's better, and the gameplay's better with the added spin dash, and it just feels faster, and oh man, yeah. One of the best Sonic games, S tier definitely. They did an outstanding job making the sequel. Sonic CD. I'm gonna stick this in A tier, because it's different, but I really appreciate it for what it is. It's unique. If I were ranking this, like, a long time ago when I was a kid, it would probably go down around like C maybe or something, because yeah, it took a while for me to actually appreciate it. If you're just playing it as a normal Sonic game, just running through levels and that's it's not going to seem that great. It's going to seem short. But it has a whole time travel mechanic and all the different time zones, and you know, the saving the future and all that, or you get the time stones with the special stage. I was never good at that. But yeah, going back in the past and finding the robot generators and then saving the future, that's really fun once you get into doing that. And yeah, it's a much more exploration-heavy Sonic game, which, yeah, if you play it like that, then there's a lot to appreciate. If you just play Sonic CD and run through the levels and that's it, it's not going to seem as great. But yeah, A tier. It's really good. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. With some weird fan-made box art there, yeah. That aside, if you've watched this channel at all and heard me gush about this game in multiple videos now, it's, yeah, definitely going at the top of S tier. My favorite video game of all time. Outstanding level design, music, gameplay, just, yeah, I've gushed about this game so much, so I'll keep it short here, but just, it's my perfect video game. It's so good. They just nailed everything. Sonic Adventure. Yeah, this is also going S tier. I love Sonic Adventure. People say Sonic didn't transition into 3D well, but I disagree. I think Sonic Adventure was a great transition into 3D. You know, it's aged, has its share of bugs, which, you know, a lot of 90s platformers do. It's not exclusive to just Sonic, but that aside, you know, they really nailed so much in bringing Sonic to 3D. I still think it controls really well. You know, it has like all that momentum and stuff, and 360-degree movement, and the levels are great. You know, Speed Highway, Emerald Coast, Windy Valley, and the story's so good with like the 6 branching storylines and everything. And as always, the music's great. Yeah, Sonic Adventure is really good. Definitely one of my favorite 3D Sonic games, and up there on my list of favorites. Sonic Adventure 2. Some people may disagree with me just not straight up putting in an S, but I'm going to put it at the top of A tier. I still love this game. It's really good. But, you know, a good chunk of this game is... When you think of Sonic Adventure 2, you think of all the good parts, but there's a lot of baggage in Sonic Adventure 2. You know, Sonic Adventure had treasure hunting, but Sonic Adventure 2 has annoying treasure hunting, where the levels are way too big for their own good, and you can only hunt for one emerald at a time, and I didn't like that as much. And it has the mech shooting stages, which are okay. You know, the Sonic and Shadow stages are amazing, and the storyline is... I'd say it's the best storyline out of any Sonic game. That's not what I play Sonic for, but if we're talking just story, Sonic Adventure 2 is the best. Such a good story. And amazing music. Yeah. Yeah, the good parts stand out as being really good, but you know, this game has a lot of BS too, so I can't quite put it at S tier, but I still love it, A tier. Sonic Heroes. Alright, people are going to disagree with this one. I'm also going to put this in A tier. I love Sonic Heroes, and I am very aware of all of its numerous flaws. It is a very flawed game. I'm not going to argue that. If people say they dislike Sonic Heroes, I know exactly why they would. But I have fun with it. When it comes down to it, I just have fun playing it. I don't care about its weird slippery controls or its really dumb dialogue. I just have fun running through those levels. I don't know. I think the level design's good. That's one big shining thing it has going for it. You know, it has the different team formations. You could fly up somewhere with Tails or homing attack somewhere with Sonic, and yeah, the levels are pretty good. And I think the fun levels just make up for all of the flaws this game has. I like it. Again, if you dislike this game, I totally get it. I totally see where you're coming from. You don't have to explain anything to me. I get it. And oh god, those cutscenes. Those are infamous for being so bad. I love this game though. Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, here's where we start getting into games I dislike. Oh yeah, this one even has E. Yeah, I'm putting an E. I hate this game. I know this has its fans. I may be upsetting some people. I hate everything this game stands for. Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 took things a bit darker, but Shadow the Hedgehog just leaps over that line of being edgy and just... It's try hard, and I hate it. And beyond that, it's not even a fun game. It has weird slippery controls similar to Sonic Heroes, but I find it less fun, and you're running through these levels, and all of a sudden, like, Sonic's like, hey, Shadow, do this, and then Black Doom's like, no, Shadow, do this, and you're, like, a million things at once are being thrown at you, and you're just not having fun in these levels, and the level design's bad. I just remember, like, lots of straight, long hallways with not much going on, and the music's okay. Some of the music's actually pretty good. I like Digital Circuit a lot. Trying to give some positives here, but I hate Shadow the Hedgehog. Not the game, not the character. I like the character. Alright. Here we go again. Sonic 2006. I put this barely above Shadow the Hedgehog. I hate this game too, and this one hits a lot more because I was so excited for this game. I remember skipping class the day the game came out just so I could get them all right when they opened on release day. I had my pre-order with like this little Sonic 15th anniversary figure that came with it, and I was so excited. Came home, I started playing, I was like, yeah, next generation Sonic on my brand new Xbox 360 I'd just gotten. And, you know, I'd fall through the floor here and there, or I thought maybe I didn't know I was supposed to be doing at those mock speed stages, saying like, oh, I just haven't gotten it down yet, I'll get it. And it was a slow burn. It took a long time for it to sink in there, like, oh, this game sucks. And, yeah, I don't like it. Good music again. Even the worst of Sonic games mostly have good music, but it plays so badly. And I see people defending this game on Twitter, like, oh, this game just got judged too harshly. But no, if you go play it today, it still sucks. It hasn't aged like fine wine or anything. It's still as bad as ever. Or probably worse because, you know, standards have risen. People praise the story too. I don't even like the story. I think it's a dumb story. It's just about a princess who continuously gets kidnapped, and I'm not even going into what happens with the princess in Sonic, but just, oh. Yeah. Do not like Sonic 2006. Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't like this game either, but I don't hate it. Put it in D tier. Yeah, I actually kind of liked this game at first, because I was all about the Wii and the motion controls. You know, playing Wii Sports and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, motion controls is the future. And then I got Sonic the Secret Rings, I'm just like, yeah, I'm controlling motion controls, but yeah, if I go back and try and play it now, it's barely playable. The music's really good. I like the vocal songs. Story's dumb, but it works. It's a dumb, enjoyable story. And I like the cutscenes, actually, the art style in those. And yeah, I guess I should mention that the game does get better as you play it and unlock the skills, but that's bad game design that you have to put in so many hours for it to actually be good. So yeah, D tier. I don't like it. They had some good ideas, but yeah. Sonic Unleashed, oh boy. Here we go. So I've been seeing people defending this game a lot on Twitter, saying it's one of the best Sonics, it's just misjudged. People just judge it too harshly because the Werehog looks stupid. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's getting so much praise online, and, you know, if you like this game, more power to you. That is great. Keep on loving it. I'm gonna put in C tier. I think the daytime Sonic stages are amazing, like some of the best Sonic levels ever made. But those only make up a small portion of the game. Sonic Unleashed has so much BS. So much... so much crap you have to deal with playing through it. And yeah, I went back and tried to play through this pretty recently, so this is fresh in my mind. Yeah, I can't recommend it. I can't say it holds up well. Again, the Sonic stages are amazing, but those take up maybe 1/4, and I'm being generous there, of the whole game, because the vast majority of the time you're playing this game, you're doing the horrible Werehog stages. I hate the Werehog. I hate the Werehog so much. I thought it looked dumb, but I tried to keep an open mind. I was like, maybe it'll be fun, but no, I don't find it fun at all. And it's kind of like Secret Rings, where you unlock more as you play, but it's just... you just unlock variations of mashing buttons. Yeah. And it's like it's trying to be Devil May Cry or something, but no, just... no. And okay, beyond that, I don't like the hub worlds at all. I think they're very badly designed. They're just a bunch of really narrow hallways, and you have to explore them to get those stupid medals. And oh, the medal collecting, oh my god, oh, I could rant about that. Oh, I hate having to look for the medals, and yeah, some of those stages are locked behind like pretty high medal requirements, so it's like, oh, I have to go back and get all these medals now to keep playing this game that's only has a few... okay. When it shines brightly. I want to talk about more about the Sonic stages, because those are so good. Rooftop Run and Dragon Road and... yeah. Skyscraper Scamper. There we go. Yeah, those are really good stages. And I will just keep going back to those and playing through those. So much fun. It's so cinematic and just so... yeah, it really just encapsulates that feeling of Sonic. They did a really good job with that, but... I have not even brought up the QTE, the QuickTime Event stages on the Tornado. I hate those might be my least favorite part of the game. Oh man. Yeah, I really don't like a lot of Sonic Unleashed, but overall it's okay. The daytime stages kind of make up for it, and yeah. And as always, the music's great. Actually, yeah, the music in Unleashed is particularly good. I love the soundtrack there. So, yeah, they did a good job there, and the story's okay. A lot of people praise the story a lot too, saying like, oh yeah, this is what Sonic's story should be, but I don't know. Like, Tails is barely in there, and then like they have Chip come in as like Sonic's new best buddy, and I don't like Chip that much. I think he's kind of annoying, and then Professor Pickle's just kind of there. I don't know. I think the story's okay. I don't know why they didn't utilize the Sonic characters they already had, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna move on from Sonic Unleashed now. Sonic and the Black Knight. Oh man. I'm just gonna be ragging on games. Actually, I'm gonna stick that in E tier. I'm sorry, I do not like Sonic and the Black Knight. And the worst part is they nailed everything except for the gameplay. The story's really good, I think, and the dialogue's really good. Music's pretty good. Just playing it's horrible. It's just people like give the Wii a lot of crap for being full of like just games where you do nothing but waggle, but that's what Black Knight is. You're just waggling the Wiimote to swing the sword, and it's an auto runner, so you're just like, this is how you play Sonic and the Black Knight. And I had zero fun playing it. I hate saying that because they nailed so much of the game. If they had made it even remotely fun to play, I'd put it so much higher, but to me, gameplay is the most important part of a video game, and they dropped the ball so hard that it's down there with my least favorites. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1. Going to put this in C tier. It's not good. I don't hate Sonic 4 as much as a lot of Sonic fans out there, but I'm not gonna say it's terrible. I liked it a lot more when it first came out, but I think at that point, I was just so thirsty for some 2D Sonic on a console that I was a bit blinded there. I would have definitely ranked this a lot higher about 10 years ago, but for what it is, it's fine. It's not really a game I ever really want to go back to, but I mean, some parts of the level design are good, and that's its positives, but yeah. I hate that I can't even say the music's good though, because the music, it's not even so much the melodies, just the instruments used for it, just music's like okay, and I hate saying that about a Sonic game. That's pretty rare. Sonic Colors. Alright, going back into the good stuff now. I'm gonna put Sonic Colors in A tier. I like Sonic Colors a lot. It has like a kind of a dumb Saturday morning cartoon story, but I like it, I dig it. Just a goofy adventure with Sonic and Tails stopping Eggman. They even acknowledge it. Cutscenes are like, yep, that's how we spend our time, stopping Eggman. And yeah, a lot of people don't like that direction, and I understand it. I didn't hate it. And as for the game itself, it's a lot of fun. I like the levels a lot. The Wisps are cool in this game. They overused the Wisps in later games, but for Sonic Colors, they're used well. And good music as always, and yeah, just really good, solid Sonic game. Sonic Generations. Oh yeah, here we go. S tier, my favorite 3D Sonic game. Oh man, I was so excited for this one, and I was so happy when it actually delivered on what I was hoping it'd be. And it's just, yeah, they took the best of Sonic and reimagined it all, and they did a fantastic job. The soundtrack's outstanding. It's not a lot of original stuff, but, you know, they remixed the songs really well in both classic and modern styles. Level design's so good, and the story is almost non-existent, but again, I don't play Sonic for the story, so I'm not making that a point against it. And just, yeah, all the missions are fun too once you beat through all the levels. It's fun going to those, and the boss battles are cool. Yeah, this is one of the most replayable Sonic games, I think. I still go back to this one all the time. I just love it so much. Yeah, they did an amazing job. And It's sad that between Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, I thought there was like this renaissance going on, like Sonic Team was back, and then after that they kind of fell off again, which is depressing. But we maybe potentially gonna come back again. I don't want to say anything and jinx it though, so who knows? But yeah, Sonic Generations is great. Sonic 4 Episode 2. Put in B tier. It's an improvement. It's still not great, but it's kind of fun. Yeah. I can at least appreciate them for trying to improve things. My biggest issue with Sonic 4 Episode 2 is the pacing. Because, yeah, they really focus on Sonic and Tails and playing as Sonic and Tails together. And there's all those Sonic and Tails team actions that you have to do. And it slows down the pace so much because there's this animation that plays every time you do it. Whichever one it is, it's like, and it's just, can we not have to watch that every time? Because, yeah, you have to do the Sonic and Tails formations a lot, whether it's the Tails having fly or the 69 formation, where, you know, they're kind of, but they break through stuff doing one hit, so, anyway, yeah, levels are pretty good, the music's still okay, there's a big focus on Metal Sonic, which I like, because I'm a huge Metal Sonic fan. So yeah, decently good, not great Sonic game. Sonic Lost World. Put this in C tier. It's okay. They were trying to do a lot of things at once, and some of it worked, and some of it did not. They're just throwing everything at the wall to see what's stuck, and yeah, so there's parts of this game I like. The parkour system is cool, but I feel like it doesn't really live up to its potential here, and yeah, I don't know. Again, another goofy story that's kind of whatever, and yeah, I had some fun with it, it's okay. I don't really have a lot to say on Sonic Lost World, it's just, it exists. Sonic Mania, oh, here we go. Gonna put it at S tier, right behind Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Oh man, Sonic Mania, it's, what can I say, it's amazing. So much love and care was put into it, and you could just tell. All the animations, the soundtrack, level design, everything. If I didn't have, you know, the feelings I had about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, this could potentially be my favorite. It's just, and the fact that it comes close just shows how amazing of a job they did. It's so good. I don't know what to say other than it's just really, really good. Like, yeah, I love Sonic Mania. It was everything I was hoping it would be and more. S tier. Sonic Forces. It's so depressing that like one of my very favorite and one of my very least favorite games came out like within a few months of each other. Yeah, bottom of each year. Potentially my least favorite. It's just, and it's not even that it's a bad, buggy game. It's just zero effort was put into this. This game made me feel like Sonic Team had just given up. The level designs are just long hallways with nothing going on. The cutscenes are just text with like boxes with the characters' faces in them. You know, they used to actually animate the cutscenes, and everything about Sonic Forces just seems soulless. And I just felt nothing playing it. It's like, I don't even have like angry rants about it. It's like that phrase, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I walked away from Sonic Forces just so empty. There was zero passion put into it, and it seems like they've only made it to mark the whole character creator thing, which that part was done well, I guess, but I didn't really care that much about it. So yeah. Alright, Sonic Frontiers. I'm gonna put an A tier. I like Sonic Frontiers a lot. And if they really do use this as a foundation going forward, I see a bright future, but we'll see. But it lays a really good foundation. It is janky, it has its issues, but I had so much fun playing it. Yeah. You know, I've been talking about Sonic Forces and how that just felt soulless. Sonic Frontiers has passion put into it. They really wanted to make a good Sonic game, and you could tell. And it's not perfect. It has a lot of issues, but the love and care is there. And yeah, if you can get over its flaws, which the flaws are there, you can get over its jankiness. There's a lot of fun to be had. I love running through those open worlds. It's like Breath of the Wild, just where you could just fly off cliffs and stuff. And yeah, the cyberspace stages are pretty cool. Obviously, it wasn't the highlight of the game, but those were cool. Soundtrack was kind of all over the place, but overall really good. I liked it a lot, and boss battles were epic and amazing, and story was really good. It wasn't very animated, but I don't know. The whole melancholy, I guess, vibe it had going, it was interesting. Yeah, really good game. I hope they continue this formula for the future, because that would be really good. Alright, and Sonic Superstars, the latest Sonic game. I'm gonna put in B tier. It was good. Not as good as I was hoping it would be. It was good though. Good, but not great. A lot holding it back. The boss battles suck. I will harp on those boss battles so much. I hated the boss battles. They just go on and on for minutes, which doesn't sound that bad, but for a Sonic game, that's... For a 2D Sonic game, I should say, that's just terrible. And level design is good at parts. The music is all over the place. Some of it's amazing, some of it's awful. It's like Sonic 4 and Sonic Mania soundtracks combined. Pretty good. The co-op is insane and kind of buggy. If you're playing it with friends, be prepared to put up with a lot, but it's fun too. It's chaotic fun. Yeah, good game. I hope RZest gets a chance to make another Sonic game, because I think there was some good ideas there. If they just iron things out a bit, they could actually make a pretty good Sonic game, I think. Alright, well, that covers my opinions on all of the mainline Sonic games. What do you think? Do you agree or heavily disagree with my opinions here? Let me know. And yeah, how would you rank these games? I'm curious to see what other people think about this. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and have a hat stack and good day.